Good morning. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight retired reporting. Well, we're 4 days until regime change, and I know there is a lot of gnashing of teeth and a lot of upset hearts and minds, and I get that. But I woke up this morning and I thought about Psalm 137, and you don't have to be a Christian to get the gist of it. In Psalm 137, Israel had been defeated. They were down by the river Babylon, and they were getting ready to be led into captivity. And their conquerors were taunting them. They were telling them to pick up their harps and sing songs and be merry and all that stuff. And the ancient Hebrews say, how can we sing now while we're going into a foreign land? But even though I won't sing, I won't forget Jerusalem. And what does that mean? Is that come January 20th, we're heading into a foreign land. We're heading into a time of fascism, ultra-white separate nationalism, Christian nationalism on steroids, where people who have much will have more, and people who have less may not have any. So how are you expected to sing and celebrate Donald Trump's coronation with all these things coming about? Well, in my opinion, you shouldn't. But you should remember. You should remember how good you had it when America was a democracy. And as a black person living in America, I've gone from soup to nuts and all this stuff. From the end of the segregation era to the civil rights era to Reagan and, the idea of American exceptionalism to what we have now. It's okay to feel badly about what's happening in your country right now. Because come January 21st, you will be in a foreign land. But I charge you on this day to remember how good you had it. To remember that America once was the jewel of the world, and people envied us, not because we were right all the time, but we had the potential to do right. And now it appears as if that is being taken away from us. And that can only happen if you, the remnant of democracy, the remnant of justice and fairness, throw your hands up and forget. There's going to be a lot of pressure applied on you just to fall in and fit into the crowd and do what you have to do to survive. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sit at that river. I'm not going to sing, but I'm going to cry out. I'm going to cry out when they do wrong things. I'm going to cry out against injustice. I'm going to cry out against violence against my fellow Americans. I'm going to keep crying out until I have no more voice. Because I'm 64 years old. And as I told you, I've gotten through all that stuff. Not being able to sit at the lunch counter. Being refused service. And now, on the other side of the coin, some Americans who never thought they would experience this type of injustice are going to go through the same thing. And I want you to remember. I want you to remember how good you had it. And I want you to consistently think, what can you do to return to what you had? This is not the end of days. This is just the beginning of the difficult times. But if we don't forget, if we continue to band together, we'll not just get through, we'll defeat this someday. Remember, it took the guy in Germany 12 years to get removed from power. I'm praying that it takes a little shorter time than that. But as long as I'm alive, I'm going to fight this evil. And I hope that you will make a vow in your heart to do exactly the same thing. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight, retired. Have a good day.